Hey everybody, Sarah Thomas here, also known as Sarah the Teacher, and I'm doing this video by request. This is how to get set up on Kidblog. And first of all, I have to say, today has been kind of crazy, so if there is anyone that ends up popping up in the computer lab, then just expect the unexpected today. But if we are not already in contact on Twitter, then right there is my Twitter handle, so please check that out. Website right there, sarahjanethomas.com. Facebook.com/Sarah the Teacher, and blog right there, sarahtheteacher.com. Also, shout out to the Google Educators group where we have talked about blogging, and we continue to talk about lots of different topics that introduce educators. The link is right there if you want to join us, bit.ly/GEGDMV, and that's for the DC metro area, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. That's what the DMV stands for. So it's a little bit of colloquial slang right there for you guys. And we also box, so it's really, really cool. But let's go ahead and handle the topic of the day. So what I'm doing right now is I'm opening an incognito window. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. Where are you? Here we go. Okay. So sharing my screen. Here we go. I've gone incognito. And the reason I'm doing this is because I am logged into my Gmail on my other windows, and it will be very apparent why it's better to have an incognito window in just a second. So the site that we use in our class is kidblog.org. It's very similar to WordPress, but you have more control over it, and you can lock it down so that only the kids in your class can see it, or you can open it up so that everyone in the world can see it, and you have all different variations in between. So let me go ahead and type in kidblog.org, and that's going to take you here to the main site. So you can sign up here for Safe and Simple blogs for your students, and it is free, which is my favorite four-letter word. Now they have some premium features over here in pricing. I haven't really explored those, but feel free to. I'm just going to go through the free version because that's what I know. So teachers, I'm clicking on teachers, and you can sign up here using this form, or you can sign up with Google. So let me just go ahead and do that. And let me sign up with this Google account here because I don't think it's tied to anything. So very, very simple. So that's the quick way to do it if you have a Gmail account. And then you can just put the class name. So Sarah the Teacher Test, we'll call it that for right now. And once I have my class name in, I just click on Create Class. And then like the old 90s song goes, whoop, there it is. And here it is right here. So let me just take you around to the dashboard. So there's a nice little, there's a nice little layout here. But you can get started by publishing a post of your own. So if you are already kind of familiar with blogging, then, it's pretty intuitive. If you're not, then no worries. That's what I'm here for. So what I would highly suggest is that you hold down the Control key and click on these to open different tabs. Or if you're on a Mac like I am, then hold down the Command key and click on them to open different tabs. So I'm going to click on Get Started here. And here you have a nice little video introduction by Matt Hardy about how to set up your class blogs. So this is great stuff right here. Just go ahead and follow along with that. You can also, go into the next one, publish a post of your own. So here, you'd be able to, I'm going to show you just the very, very bare bones. So you can enter a title, test, okay, and over here it is the body. So this is a test for the video. And up here I'd have like my different formatting options, very similar to Microsoft Word, very similar to Google Docs. So, you can do that, or if you're a guru, then you can click over here where it says HTML, and you can, do all your hyperlinks and your tags and all that great stuff this way as well. But yeah, so these are both very, very good. One thing that I learned about a little later on that wasn't necessarily intuitive to me until I started playing around with web design is this button right here. What it is, it's a hyperlink, so you can like link to different content, which is very good. Let's say that you have like a website that you want people to read about, or if you have a YouTube video, all you have to do is, let me do it one more time. I just highlight whatever word I want, and then click on this link icon, and then bam, I can just go ahead and copy and paste that URL. Like, um, sarahtheteacher.com, and now I have the option to put a new title, or I can open it. I can open it in a new tab or window. That's what I would highly recommend, because if you don't do this, when they click on it, it's going to take over your window, which you don't want. So I usually leave this link checked, because it's kind of annoying to hit the back button sometimes. So it's sometimes better if it pops open in a new window or tab. And then you just click on Add Link, and there we have that familiar blue hyperlink. So that's cool. Going over here, then you have the option to save a draft if you want to save it for later. You can preview it, and when you preview it, then it'll show you what it'll look like. This is what it'll look like. And here you have your different statuses. So right now it's in draft mode, which is cool. Pending review, that's a little more complicated, so I'm not going to really tackle that in this video. But once I do hit publish in a second, then this status will change. Okay, you can edit the visibility here, to different levels if you want to. You can also schedule when you want to publish it. If, let's say, you're writing it and you want it to show up right at the beginning of your class period, then you can put in the time. Make sure to put it in 24-hour time. Right here, move to trash. If it's complete garbage like this is, then yeah, you can click on that, and you can hit publish, and that'll make it go live. So that's what this little window is for over here. Now over here with tags, this helps to keep it organized. It's very similar to hashtags on Twitter. You can just tag it as, let's say, random. You can have your different categories. So random, if it's about the classroom, you can put classroom. If it's about something else, you can do that. There's also one button I neglected to mention. This one right here, where you can upload or insert media. You can upload different things that you have on your computer, like pictures, videos, things of that nature. You can add them from a URL or go through a media library. So that's pretty much posting in a nutshell. So that's that one. Check that one off. Now down here, privacy settings. This is a great one. Depending on the level of your students, like how old they are, and parental permission, then you can mess with the different privacy settings. I'm going to come back up here in just a second to show you the different item options. But right here, looking for privacy, then you can set it so that all visitors can read posts, which is very motivating to students. My students love getting different visitors from all around the world, and they love seeing how many people have seen their post and things of that nature. So I like doing all visitors because my students are already 13, so they are protected. Well, not protected, but I think that it's COPA compliant. I'm kind of starting to reach for terms I don't understand very well, but anyway, at a certain age, at age 13, then they're allowed to sign up for things on their own, such as Facebook, other social media sites. So for Kidblog, then all visitors for my class. So 8th grade and up, this might be a good option. If you have students that are lower than that, then you can have it set on this option so the kids can see each other's blogs, but not the outside world. Or you can set it here where administrator / teacher only can see the students' blogs, and they can read each other's posts, or the parents can read their posts. Now down here, post approval, where the teacher has to approve posts before they appear. And right here, you can set this option so that it'll notify you when someone has posted. Just kind of scrolling down. So let's see. You can also, you can also enable it with Google Drive and Evernote, things of that nature, and save changes. Okay. So that's the privacy settings right there. Okay. And then add students. This is where you get to add your kids. So you can add a display name, like whatever. If they have if they have pseudonyms or like gamer tags or something like that, then you can always add that as their display name, or you can use just their first name. It's highly recommended not to use first name and last name if they are on public. If anyone from the public can see them, then I would highly recommend not to include their last name, just for security purposes. But Jimmy Bob, like Jimmy Bob might be one of my students, and then I'll give them a password, um, you know, maybe their first name or maybe like their middle name or something, just a default password. We'll call him Jimbo, and his role is a student. You can also make him be a moderator, a guest, or a parent. So I'm going to leave it as student, and then you can keep adding new users and things of that nature. So that is awesome right there. So going back to our dashboard, going up here, so this takes us back to this page here. You have an RSS feed right here if you want to share that. Like if anybody has like an RSS reader, and you want to give them your RSS feed, then you can do that here. Down here you just have kind of a summary of what's going on. You can, it'll show you like different comments on your blog posts. And if you selected that you want to moderate them before they go out, then you can always do that from here. Okay? And here you can change the theme. It starts off with that nice little Superman looking color like before. You also have these options here. I think that there are some premium themes as well. Not 100% sure where they are, but let's say I want this one. This is beautiful. If I click on activate, then it'll change my theme. So this is now what my blog will look like. So awesome. So that's dashboard. Oh, going up here, if you want to go back to your classes, then you can always add more kids this way. You can upgrade it from here. I don't know too much about that. The only, I did think about upgrading it last year just because I did have a lot of students. This year I have less than 50, so I can do it for free. And here you can create a new class. So that's what this dashboard tab is about here. Okay, we go back. Now new post. We've already seen that where we can make our new posts. We can review posts right here where we look and see what our students have written, and we can, we can also select all and have bulk actions to edit it, approve it, unapprove it, move it to trash, do all kinds of things. That's a little bit more advanced. Categories, not so sure, but tags, we've already talked about that, where you can kind of like hashtag different things. So, yep, you can set up pre-existing tags for your class right here. Comments, you kind of get an overview of the different comments that people have left on each other's blogs. I set mine so I can moderate them before they go live on the students' blogs because they are open, because they're open to the public. So I want to make sure that I can, have that control to see it before it goes on my students' blogs, just to, just keep them protected. So you can look at all comments or comments from me. Like if you write a blog post and your students comment on it, then comments from me would be here. Under users, then you'll see all of the students in your class, and you can see how many times they posted, how many times they commented. You can edit them, remove them, things of that nature. And down here you have a sub-menu. You can edit your profile. You can add new users, add existing users. I've never really bulk created. You can reset passwords this way. Billing is if you have updated stuff. And here we have someone coming in, like I said might happen. So excuse me for 1 second. Hello.
Don't you know you said you wanted something like these? I could bring you my black ones.
Oh, thanks. Well, let's talk about that in just a moment because I'm recording a video for some people right now.
Oh.
All right. But thank you for stopping by. Appreciate that. Okay. So we had a visitor. So it's the time where we're changing classes. So, but yeah, going back to user, then those are your little subheadings there. And then settings. That is just kind of a general settings that you can look at. Subheadings general. You can change your class title, URL. You can have class sign-up codes. That might be even easier. I prefer to put them in, but it's all about preference. Let's see here. Theme. You can change your theme here. You can change your class avatar, time zone, things of that nature. Let's see. Different themes. You can also change your theme from here, as we did before. Widgets. That's where you add different cool things to your site. One that I really like is a blog roll. A lot of times educators like to link their classes together. So this blog roll, I just found out about this a couple weeks ago from a class that we're partnering with in New Zealand. So you can, you can add the link to their class. It'll be kidblog.org/ or whatever your class name is. So if I were going to put my class name, then I would put JHFI class of 2015. This is my real class name, so we're pretending that we're partnering with them. And our URL, kidblog.org/JHFI class of 2015. Now I add a link, and it's going to show up in my blog roll. So it's really, really cool. Posts, once again, you can change like your post settings. For comments, same thing here. This is where you can lock down the comments. Mine, I always have them set to admin, teacher, moderator must approve comments before they appear. You can have it email you every time a comment is made, but that might drive you crazy depending on how many comments you get. And users over here, then that will show you, different things that you can, different user settings that you can have. Okay, a couple more things really quickly. I have to go very soon because I have a meeting at 3 o'clock. Oh my goodness! But I just clicked on, I clicked over here on my name, and it showed me my my site. And here I have my Welcome to Kidblog, and you see my blog roll is there, and my students are there, my blog directory. Another cool thing, if you're linked on Twitter, then you can just click this tweet button, and then you can tweet it out, check out our student blogs on Kidblog, and then it'll put your URL, #comments4kids. This is where we got the bulk of our audience. We've been blogging publicly for approximately 4 weeks now, and we've had about 10,000 views already. So this Comments for Kid hashtag is definitely a great thing if you have your blog posts open to the public. Control panel will take you back. Clicking on your name will take you to your account, and log out will take you out of there. So now I'm logged out. So yay. Let me see. I'm about to jump back on the screen. Here I am. So just FYI, one more time, free account will give you up to 50 users, and that's what a lot of us, what most of us need. Most of us have like 50 or less students. But if you have like more than 50, then you might want to upgrade or sign up your classes under different email addresses. So that's about it for me. I really gotta run, but I want to thank you guys for watching. Feel free to connect. Let's connect on Twitter. Love to connect. Love to connect. Website, sarahjanethomas.com. Facebook /Sarah the Teacher. Blog, sarahtheteacher.com. And this is the Google Educators Group for the DC metro area. Also, if any of you tweet out with a classroom Twitter account, then ours is at Madame Thomas ELA. We just started doing that yesterday. So we would love to connect with you. So thank you all so much for watching. And if you have any topic that you want me to cover, then just feel free to tweet me. Let me know. All right, everybody. Take care. Have a great one.